Welcome to another session of Microsoft Excel. We have learned about what is Microsoft Excel, why do we need to learn Microsoft Excel, the different ribbon menus that are there, the different page layout, what comprises in Microsoft Excel. So right now, we are going to learn few important features of Microsoft Excel. So let's begin our session for today. We are going to start with formatting data in Microsoft Excel, followed by wrapping text, and then inserting rows and columns. Users can format the data in the cells to draw attention to a specific part of the data. Basic formatting will be able to change the visualization of the data. Users can perform the following formatting functions: change the font, font color, text alignment, change cell borders or fill colors, use cell styles, and adding specific formatting to text and number. Now, when you are using Microsoft Excel, there are certain things that is applicable to any Microsoft products, Microsoft Office products that you would use. For example, if you're in Word, you will be able to change the font styles. Similarly, you can do that in PowerPoint as well as in Excel. But in Excel, importing data is in a very different format, unlike PowerPoint and Word. You input data in the cells and you can change in the cells itself and add different colors, cell styles, specific formatting related to text and number, etc. So let's see how do we go about formatting data in Microsoft Excel. So we'll go back and go to the Microsoft Excel document that we were using. So this was a document that we were using, and as you see that there are certain things that has been added to the cells already. So let me add a new sheet and let me write something in a cell. So let's say I want to write Microsoft session. Now I'm going to make the cell a bit longer so that it's easier to see. Now, if we have this kind of data in the cell, you can change the font and use different fonts. As you can see, there are different fonts which are available. And you can scroll through and you can use any font that you would want to use depending on your requirement. For example, prefer using Segro or Calibri or Open Sans as font. We can change the font size as well. So we can make it 12 or 14. We can either bold it, italicize it, or even give an underline. We can also change the font color to the color that we would want it in. So let's say we put this color and we add bold. So this is how you can format the data that you input in the cells. So let's say you can also do like this. You have put serial number. A number. Increase this a bit. And now you can select all of them. So you can select all the cells like this. So you see this thicker plus sign. Select all of them. Make it bold at the same time. Put it in the center alignment, middle alignment. Change the color as well. And this is how you can also format all your cells, right? So this is one way to do formatting. You have the different alignments, sizes. You can put it up. For example, let's say you have put name is A, B, D. Now let's increase the width of the cells a bit. So the width of the rows are getting increased. What you can do is select all of them together, put it in the between or put it in the upper alignment. And also you can make it center, middle alignment or left or even right alignment for the same, right? Here you can also increase the size together. You can make it bold, also make it color. The next thing you have is orientation. You can change the orientation of as well. And you can do formatting cell alignment so that you can select the alignment, select the cell range and change the alignment as well together. So this is how formatting cell work. The next is cell style. As you see that there are different cell styles available. For example, you can choose different headings, styles that are there. You can choose depending on the data and model. In case you are putting status of the work, you can do normal, bad, good, neutral. You can do warning or output. Here also there are different colors that are there. You can also change the color. You can add a new cell style as well. You can format this whole thing, add a color here, border, fill, protection as well. Depending on how you want the cells to look, you can actually change all the cell styles. So for example, let me choose this color. And as you see, all the cells have a different color. It's just that we can't see the cell border. We can also apply a border here. For example, we can do all borders. If you see the borders are now visible, again you can select like this and all the borders will be applied in all the cells. So the whole cell range that you select, all the borders will be applied here. So this is how you can look into different cells and how it looks like. You can also add specific formatting. For example, here you want this to be highlighted. You can go to cell style and maybe use this. For this part, you can choose, let's say this. Depending on your requirement, you can also change cell styles of each and every cell depending on the data that you have input. So this is how you can change the formatting of cells. The next we are going to learn is wrapping text. If the user wants to enter a long sentence or large set of number or an equation in a cell, it cannot be viewed as the cell width is small. Using the function of wrap text, the text will appear in multiple lines in a cell. And the user can format the cell so that the text is wrapped automatically or manually enable wrap text. User should adjust the column width and the row height to make the inserted wrap text visible. So let's understand what is wrapping text. Now, when we hear the word wrap text, it means that you're wrapping the text to fit in that cell. Now, you see the cell size, and let me write today. I have already crossed the cell size. Now there is one option is that we increase the cell width, right? The cell height and the cell width, we increase it. But not every time you would want to do that because then all the cell widths needs to be changed. And most importantly, if you have a longer sentence, then you won't be able to change the then you won't be able to fit the data in your screen and you keep on have to be scrolling. To avoid that, what you can do is keep the width as it is and the height as it is, and you go to wrap text. The moment you go to wrap text, you see the whole text has been put into 2-3 lines. You can even change right now the row height and the row width to fit this. So this is available in the home ribbon menu itself. You see this ABC with an arrow sign. This is the wrap text icon. And then you can put it on top or down depending on your requirement. So you see how it looks, how you can wrap a text. For example, this sentence. If we do wrap text, it's already shifted to a second line. That means it's not crossing others. And because sometimes what happens is you might just keep on typing and forget and won't be able to see the other lines because the cell is small and it won't be able to withhold that much of information and you won't be able to see it unless and until you select that cell. For example, if we don't do wrap text here, you have to select this cell to write it here. But you see now I can see on the Excel session, but that's not the case, right? It's a big sentence here. What you just do is go to wrap text and this whole text has been wrapped in one cell. So there's 2 lines already. Now, this is one way to go to wrap text. The other way is, so let's say I'll put today is Wednesday and you select this cell, go to right click, format cells, go to alignment and you can do wrap text. The moment you do wrap text, you can do OK. And you can select this cell a bit, increase it so that the word gets fit. And this is how you can also do wrap text. But wrap text menu is also available here. In case you do not find it in your home ribbon menu, please do right click, selecting the cell where you have input the text, go to format cells, go to alignment and go to wrap text under text control. And once you select wrap text, you can do OK and your text will be wrapped in the cell. So this is how wrap text works. The next, we have inserting rows and columns. Users can add extra rows and columns if required in their worksheet. To insert a row or column, the user locates cell group in home ribbon menu where the function is present. Now, rows and columns sometimes you would require extra and sometimes you may have forgotten to add a column so or you may have forgotten to input data in a certain column which needs to be fit and you've already created the table and have already inputted the data, then you can add a row or a column depending on your requirement. So for example, there are 2 ways to go about this. One, we go back to Microsoft Excel here And let's say I have forgotten to add. So I'm going to remove this text. I've forgotten to add here the country. So what you can do is always select the cell before. So I will be inserting country after state. So select the cell before. So here is this, column before. So I'm inserting column and you can go to insert and your column is inserted, right? Again for rows, let's say you want to add a row, put F, G, select this three and add border, but I've forgotten to add E. What I will do is select F and insert a row. And here I can add E. And this is how you can also go about it. The other way to go about this is, let's say, post email ID I have written. So I've forgotten to add pin code here, right? And I want to add the pin code right after city. The other way to insert a row or column is, so I'll select phone number because I want to add pin code right after the address. Go to insert and you can do insert sheet column. And that's it. You can insert a sheet column as well. Similarly, you can also do, let's say, if put G, I have to add I. So you select this, go to insert. This is already in the home ribbon menu. So you go to insert, click on the drop down and insert sheet rows, and you can just do I. Now, inserting rows and columns is one thing, but you can also insert a cell. So for example, you have written here 5. I, so I have added. Now I want to add another cell here, right? So what you can do is select this, go to insert, insert cell. So you can do either right or shift cell down or entire row or entire column. So shift cell right. And see this, instead of this city here, I have got a blank cell here. So the data has shifted to the other cell. You can also do the reverse. What you just have to do is select again this, go to insert, insert cell and shift cell down. You can shift it down as well. So depending on where you want the data to be input and you want to insert a cell, you can insert a cell as well. So insert is just not for rows and columns, but also for cells. And also you can insert sheets. Now, you know how to insert sheets. The best way to do is either you can do insert sheets from here, or you can go here and add a sheet here itself with the plus sign. The moment you click on it, you get a insert sheet. So this is how it looks when you are inserting a sheet or inserting rows or columns in Excel document. Now, now that you know about inserting, the same way we can do deleting as well. So let's say I want to delete the all of these things. What you can do, this whole column I want to delete. You can just go to delete, select the column and delete sheet column. Again, for row, what you can do is select this row, go to delete and delete sheet rows. You can select this, sorry, go to delete and delete cell as well. So this is how you can also delete things in your delete rows or columns or cells in your worksheet. Now that you have understood how to insert rows, columns, how to format text, and how to wrap text, hope this features works for you when you're working with spreadsheet.